So, welcome to Everyday Mathematics. Today's problem comes from the MIT 2024 Integration Bee Semifinals number 2. And our problem of focus is problem number 2, which is the indefinite integral of the product of 1 plus natural logarithm of x and 1 plus natural logarithm of x. So this is a very interesting problem. I hope you do enjoy hanging out with us as we try to solve this problem. Now, before I jump into the solution, I'd like to thank our subscribers. Thank you so much. Your support is really appreciated. We don't take it for granted, and we do like your support, and we'll continue to treasure it. For our first-time visitors, what we do at Everyday Mathematics is we go out there, we look for problems that look intricate and interesting, and we come back and share with you the solutions to those problems. To our repeating visitors who haven't yet subscribed, we do really consider it. We really do encourage you to consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much, and then let's jump into the solution. So the first thing I'll just let u be equal to log x, such that e to the power u is x, and thus e to the power u du dx equals to 1, such that you could substitute for dx with e to the power u du. So bringing in our problem now, where you see log x, we can plug in we could plug in u, and where you see dx, we plug in e to the power u du. So this is what we've done. For this log x, we put u. For this log x here, we put u. And then for dx, we put e to the power u du. So multiplying this part together, we have 1 plus log natural logarithm of u plus u plus u natural times natural logarithm of u, all in brackets, times e to the power u. And then now if you multiply e to the power u across, so we have e to the power u plus e to the power u natural logarithm of u plus e to the power plus u times e to the power u plus u times e to the power u times natural logarithm of u. So interestingly, there are trivial parts to this problem. What we could do initially is just to separate all these terms into separate integrals. So we have e to the power u, e to the power u natural logarithm of u times e to the power u, and u times e to the power u times natural logarithm of u. I do like color coding these problems. So we have the blue, we have the green, we have the purple, and then we do have the yellow. So the blue, which is e to the power u, is a very simple problem. So the integral of e to the power u is the same as e to the power u. And then here we're going to try and use integration by parts. So as we said, e to the power u is the same as its integral. And therefore we could say, okay, this e to the power u times natural logarithm of u is the same as the product of the derivative of e to the power u and natural logarithm of u. Same thing here, u times e to the power u is the same as the product of the derivative of e to the power u and u. And then here, u e to the power u is the same as the derivative of e to the power u times u minus 1. And then we multiply this natural logarithm of u. So using integration by parts, we know integration by parts. If you have something like that, e dv, the integral is the same as uv minus v du. Okay, so in this first instance here, we see our v is the same as e to the power u, and therefore dv is a derivative of e to the power u. Same thing here, our dv is e to the power u differentiated, and the same thing here, our v is e to the power u times u minus 1. So now what we can go next is now we can solve the green by saying that uv is the same as e to the power u log u minus the derivative of log u is 1 over u, so we have v, and du is times v is e to the power u over u. And then the purple, we have u times e to the power u minus the derivative of u is 1, so we have just e to the power u. And then for the yellow, our u is going to be log u, which is here, and our v is going to be e to the power u times u minus 1. And then the derivative of log u is obviously 1 over u, and so du is 1 over u times v, which is e to the power u times u minus 1. So as you can see, e to the power u times e to the power u log u, we have this maintained here, we have this maintained here, and then kept this here, and then we've expanded this yellow part where e to the power u times u over u is same as e to the power u, and negative just rise into a positive, and then you have e to the power u over u. So these two cancel out. There's a negative and there's a positive here, and so we are left with interesting integrals, simple ones. So we have this minus the integral of e to the power u, purple, minus the integral of e to the power u, yellow, and then we already have e to the power u here. So that really makes things very easy for us, because now we have e to the power u, the blue, e to the power u log u, the green, and then e to the power u times e to the power u, purple here. And then if we consider these two integrals, we realize that they are the same. So we have e to the power u here minus e to the power u minus e to the power u. That becomes minus. So 1 minus 1 minus 1 is same as minus 1. So we have minus e to the power u plus e to the power u log u plus u times e to the power u plus e to the power u times u minus 1 times natural logarithm of u. And since u is the same as log x, and also e to the power u being equal to x, therefore, or thereby, it means therefore that our initial problem now is equal to, in place of e to the power u, negative e to the power u, we have x, so we have minus x. In place of e to the power u log u, we have x times log u is the same as natural logarithm of x, which we put here, and u times e to the power u is, therefore e to the power u is x, and then u is log x, so we have it here. And here we have, in place of e to the power u is x, u is log x minus 1, and then log u is the same as natural logarithm of x, since u is natural logarithm of x. So we can expand whatever is in the bracket. So just simplify it a little bit more. And as you can see, that this term here is the same as this term, only that the signs are flipped. So we can cancel those terms out, right? And so our final answer is going to be minus x plus x times natural logarithm of x plus x natural logarithm of x times natural logarithm of x. In fact, what you could do is, this is in its own bracket, and this is in its own bracket. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. That's our final answer. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been an absolute pleasure, explaining this problem to you. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, if you have any suggestions, we do welcome those suggestions, because we are also learning, and we desire to learn alongside you. Thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.